A frozen alien buried for over 100,000 years was accidentally awakened by humans. And that mistake would soon become a nightmare. This thing had been trapped beneath the ice for more than 100,000 years. But one small mistake by a team of scientists brought it back to life. And by the time they realized what they had done, it was already too late. The terrifying discovery began during a scientific expedition in a remote frozen region of the United States. A group of researchers was exploring the area, and everything seemed completely normal. Then suddenly, the ice beneath them cracked. Their entire exploration vehicle plunged into a massive crevasse hidden beneath the snow. For a few terrifying moments, everyone thought they were dead. But their heavy vehicle became wedged between the walls of the crack, saving them from falling even deeper. Shaken but alive, they switched on the vehicle's lights. What they saw next left them speechless. Buried deep within the ice was a gigantic, mysterious spacecraft. As they moved closer, more of its structure became visible. It was so enormous that it looked almost the size of a city. After studying the surrounding ice layers, one of the doctors estimated that the spacecraft had been buried there for at least 100,000 years. But the ship wasn't the only mystery. Frozen on top of the craft was an unknown life form, an alien creature that had been trapped in the ice for thousands of centuries. The discovery excited the entire team. After a brief discussion, they carefully transported the frozen creature back to their research base. Once there, the lead doctor decided to extract a sample for testing. However, the team's expert in ancient biology strongly objected. She warned that tampering with an unknown organism without understanding it could be extremely dangerous. But the doctor ignored her concerns. The drilling process began. Soon, they successfully extracted a sample from the frozen creature. And with that single action, they unknowingly set a nightmare into motion. When the DNA analysis was completed, the doctor gathered everyone together and revealed the shocking truth. The organism wasn't from Earth. It was an actual extraterrestrial life form. The team erupted with excitement. They believed they had just made the greatest scientific discovery in human history. But while they were celebrating, something had already entered their camp. Later that night, Ethan was alone in the restroom when he heard a strange noise. First, he ignored it. Then it happened again. Curious, he followed the sound toward the room where the frozen alien was being stored. He carefully inspected the area but found nothing unusual. Satisfied, he turned to leave. Boom! A deafening crash exploded behind him. Ethan spun around, and the color drained from his face. The massive block of ice had shattered. The creature inside was gone. Then, before his eyes, a gigantic shape burst through the ceiling and disappeared into the darkness. Terrified, Ethan ran back to the others. When the team rushed to the storage room, they found only broken ice and destruction. The alien had vanished. For the first time, fear spread through the camp. Trying to maintain control, the doctor divided everyone into search teams and ordered a full sweep of the facility. Sometime later, two researchers discovered strange tracks in the snow. Certain they had found the creature's trail, they prepared to call the others. Then something moved in the darkness. Both men slowly turned toward it. And in the next second, the alien stepped out of the shadows and stood directly in front of them. They didn't even have time to run. And just as